Good morning. This is Mr. Tisworth here. I am going to be talking to you about how to insert a chart or create a chart. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go down and use this handy little focus tool so you can see where I'm pointing more. So we're going to graph this thing called Cisco Systems. So I'm going to click and drag over exactly what I want to graph. That's just that line right there. We don't want any other information in there because that would screw up the graph. So only click the name of the company and then the range of stock prices. Then you're going to go up to this insert chart and click, and you're going to see this chart pop up. This is really not what we want if we're comparing stock prices over time. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and I'm going to change the chart type to be a line, which will represent change in price over time. Now, obviously, this is not what you want. So if you get this, you're going to need to go down here and you're going to need to switch the columns and the rows. And when you do that, then you get a nice, neat line graph here. All right, the next thing you want to affect are the titles and maybe some colors. So I'm going to go up here to Customize, and I'm going to choose Chart and Access Titles. And the first thing is the chart title. So you want to call this whatever you're going to call this graph, Cisco Stocks. And you see it pop up here. You can change the font, the size, make it bold. You can center it, whatever you want there. Next title I want to change is the horizontal axis. That's the one on the bottom there. I don't have any data here. I wish I had the dates, but I don't see them popping up. But I can just put this is time going by. So now it has the word time there. And then the last title that we'd want to affect is the vertical axis title. That one does have numbers on the side, so I can say stock prices, and you'll see that pop up on there. And again, you have the option of changing the different things about it. Last thing I want to do before I leave here is I don't like this little legend over here. We know this is Cisco, so we don't need that there. That is the legend. So if I go to legend and where it says position, I can choose none and get rid of that completely. All right, so once you're done customizing all this, you can close that. And if I click on here, it gives you 3 dots. So you can always go back to these 3 dots, edit the chart, and do other things with it. Right now, I'm going to copy the chart. And once you do that, you can go to a Google Doc and paste it. You can also go to a second sheet maybe and go and paste it in here. And maybe you want to create different charts and just put them in the second sheet for now until you get to a point where you can copy these all over to a Google Doc.